right, good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of The Buzz. It's Friday, and we're here again to bring you what's trending in terms of entertainment according to social media. My name is Patience. It's always a delight to be here. I apologize for my voice. I don't know how beautiful. Yeah. Sweet. Or maybe it's not. Woke up and found out, like something is wrong somewhere, alright? It looks like there's something in the air. I always say that, alright? Because when you have like 2, 3, 4, 5 people having the same symptoms, then you know something is up. And literally, like everybody I've spoken to this morning have told me there's something itchy around the throat. Anyways, pardon my voice, but we'll try and get through the show. Welcome to the program. Fridays is always a lituation on the show. Alright, I made bold to say that. And I'm not alone here. I have friends joining me at the table. First of all, they say ladies first. Yeah? After men. Okay, so we'll start with the guy. The one we know, we love and trust. Chairman CEO himself. Almighty Boye Oyebade is back on the show, guys.
Yes, so yeah, fine. Good. Another Friday again.
Another Friday. Good to see you.
Yes,
Always really sharp.
Yeah. I try my best.
Yes, I know.
I just try my best. Just
welcome. Yes. And we have this one that cannot just stay quiet. She sat on that chair, she has been talking. It's a pleasure, guys, to have Omefi join us on the program this afternoon. What's up, Omefi?
Hey, I'm fine. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show.
So bubbly.
Yes, this
good.
is me. There is no space for being moody. There is no thing. What are we stressing ourselves for? You were complaining about your voice. Mine has been there for almost 3 months.
Wow.
So
I hope I don't have to do this. I'll speak like
I've been there for a long time, but we keep going.
Yeah.
It's
good to have you here.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, welcome viewers. Don't forget the line to use is on the screen. You can contribute to the program using that line via SMS only. And plus, let me mention that we have a Zoom guest. We hope she makes it to the show. All right. This month of October, as we all know, is a month for women. We all know that. All right. From cancer awareness to menopause awareness to a whole lot of other good stuff. All right. It's just a month for women to pay more attention to issues around their health. And our Zoom guest today, even though she's not in Nigeria, all right, she's so enthusiastic about helping creating awareness for individual health, all right? And then, of course, using a movie to create awareness for your health, I think that's a fantastic move. And also going beyond that and reaching out to your community through charity programs, giving food free of charge and free health checks to people. I think that is laudable. All right, we hope she'll be joining us soon so we can hear a whole lot more about how she's doing her own bit just to ensure that the community is well served. Anyways, we'll bring you what we have on the entertainment scene. But before we get into that, quick birthday greetings to one of us here on Galaxy Television. She's one of the engineers, all right, in the station. Actually, she's responsible for why you can hear me.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Happy birthday to my beloved brother and friend. Really, he is an awesome person. Prince Hyacinth Oyobo, today is your day. I wish you the very best.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Celebrations galore.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess before we leave, we're gonna get the cake, right?
Okay.
If we do not get the cake, we're
You can hear that.
gonna come for you. Please.
So happy birthday again to Prince Hyacinth Oyobo. Congratulations on your new age. And having said that, Nollywood actor Mr. Ibu also recently celebrated his 62nd birthday. But unfortunately, he had to celebrate it on a hospital bed. Okay. I don't know. Yes, life is for celebration. So the fact that he even still has life. I've been watching some
Yes, that's true. There is a whole lot for him to be grateful for. Being 62, it's not easy. Many people have gone 6 feet down. So you understand. So as much as we feel bad about the health status, I still feel he should still be grateful to God for it. You know, but people have different views towards his health right now.
Yeah.
But one thing I tell people, you know, every one of us, we are so, God, this money, I must make it. I tell people, as you are praying for the money, pray for
good health to spend and enjoy the money.
When I wish people happy birthday, I have a pattern. Happy birthday. God bless you with plenty money in your pocket.
Amen.
And good health to enjoy it. You understand?
Yes.
So you can be a millionaire today, this minute. Just one illness can make you become wretched, make you poor. So as you are hustling, as you are going about with your daily activities, looking for your daily bread, pray that you don't become the daily bread for something else.
Amen to that.
Amen.
That's big prayer. All right, so he celebrated his 62nd birthday. All right, and I think the next day, after videos of him in the hospital with the birthday cake, another video surfaced online. This time around, it was Mr. Ibu himself actually coming out to ask well-meaning Nigerians to assist him financially because of his health. All right, he's been ill off and on for a couple of weeks now, according to news. And you know, the information he put out there is not very pleasant. You know, he's actually risking losing his leg.
Yes.
Okay, you saw the news.
Yeah, I saw it when the news broke out. I was actually online when the whole thing came up. Like I always say, I've said several times on this program, when we have Nollywood actors coming for interviews here, I always try to let them know, like, see, we need a proper health care system for all these people. Because sometimes it's just, these people some of them have made money.
Yes.
Some of them have really touched money whereby they can, maybe an insurance scheme just to save money. Okay, even the producers can say, oh, let me just keep some certain amount of money for you, you know, so that, you know, when things like this happen, you know, you don't need to, we see this thing come out every time. There are some that will even tell you, oh, I don't want to come out, I don't want to disturb Nigerians, because they'll start saying, oh, these people are fond of begging. Which is it's so annoying to me when I say, because these people, you relate with international actors and actresses. You should know about all this kind of a thing.
I get what you're trying to say, boy. I mean, what's this dude's name? The American actor, very popular, Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis,
Bruce Willis has been ill, you know, for a while now. He's had issues with dementia.
Yes.
How many times have you seen him come online to beg?
So I'll be asking
How many actors have you seen?
I always ask this question: does the insurance policy work in Nigeria?
Yeah, it does.
It does. So why do people not get into it?
The fact still remain. Nigerians, we don't pay attention to so many things. We don't have that culture of, you know, looking forward to the future, like what will happen in the nearest future. We only think about now.
Then another thing, there was I spoke with someone who works in an insurance company, and he said when they go about telling people have a life insurance, have this, they'll tell you, why should I have a life insurance? They say, okay, in case you die, in case of health, in case of, they'll tell you,
you want
to make I die, so you don't make I die.
So it's the same story when you ask people to write a will.
Thank you.
People are you
You want me to die. That is
all of those kind of things. We need to put them aside and advance as a people, as a nation. Okay, forget all the superstitions and all of that. It's called planning, proper planning. Okay, all right. Because some fathers did not write a will. Families are scattered till today.
It almost happened to in my own family. It almost happened in my family because my dad didn't live well because he wasn't expecting to die that time. So, but due to you know the involvement of God Almighty that saved us, because some people started popping up. Oh, we belong to your parents. Your dad had me. So I'm like, no, we don't know you. Wow. We don't know you, but but this man didn't do well. Damn, my mom had to use her wisdom to balance everything.
Okay, all right. Well, we're still talking about Mr. Ibu in the hospital. We do have a video of him asking for assistance. Maybe we just roll that as we talk because we're trying to manage our time. But anyways, this is not the first time John Okafor, whom we all call Mr. Igbo, has found himself in hospital. All right, he has survived multiple near-death experiences, you know, in his lifetime. In 2020, all right, the actor came out and disclosed that he was poisoned by some of his workers in an attempt to end his life. This happened in his village, I think somewhere in Enugu, where he said he was beaten up. He was beaten up in his office by his staff, and poisonous stuff was actually stuffed into his mouth. Fortunately, his dancers and some of his other boys who were around at that time rushed him to a hospital. So thank God for a timely medical intervention. He survived that one. In 2022, 2 years after, he revealed again that he was hospitalized for some days after being poisoned during an entertainment event that took place in Abuja. All right, it was in a very large gathering. So how he was poisoned, we don't know. Even he himself said he doesn't know, but then he was poisoned and he landed in the hospital because of that. So what we do know now is that he's back in the hospital, and this time around he's calling for help. He needs help. People should help him if you can. The video is everywhere online, and his bank account is there. If you know, it touches you to help, nothing is too small. Yes. And in an update to that, it's been reported that Davido, Psquare, and the popular blogger Tunde Enot, they are all teaming together to sponsor the medical bills of Mr. Igbo.
That's a beautiful one. Beautiful one. Beautiful Nigerians.
We love seeing this guy on the screen. All right. We love seeing.
It's made a whole lot of people laugh.
Yes. So another person who is not very sound at the moment is Tiwa Savage. She's had to postpone her London concert due to medical reasons. All right, in a post on her Instagram account on Tuesday this week, Tiwa stated she has recently been battling with a vocal virus, and her doctors have advised that she takes a break from singing. I told you there's something in the air. And it's affecting the respiratory organs.
Because that's the same thing. Last week when I left the studio, I just go home.
Even
I
this
felt sick.
Pink. Pink
Yeah.
has had to postpone her talk again
because of
respiratory. Yes.
Honestly, because I got home I was fine. I came to the studio, I was bubbling. I got home, and that was all. I've been sick since, you know. I just got up on Wednesday. I was like, it's all cold though. Just started like that. Just my voice. I started having sore throat, and the next thing, I could not even talk.
Wow.
With flu, with cold, with catarrh, everything. I was like, what's wrong? You know, but thank God we're here. Most times, a lot of them, they pass through this.
Yes, they do.
You know,
and again, you know, she's an artist. She does a whole lot of rehearsals.
Yes.
She sings. So for
her
you,
voice is
at work
obviously.
every time. So I'm not surprised that she's going through this right now. And there was a time this guy, was it Techno, also had.
No, Techno is always recurrent. So always coming like that. He's always coming.
The guy has a bigger health issue.
Yeah, he's always like that. I'm close to his brother. Every year he comes like that. And at this certain part of the time of the year.
Go and check it out. But for Tiwa, we're gonna miss her for the period of time that she's gonna be away.
So she needs to take this break.
The thing about Nigerian actors, singers and musicians is they don't have that luxury to stay off, you know, this entertainment music business for a while and come back. Because honestly speaking, if you go off Nigerian music scene for 3 months, Nigeria can forget.
Anybody can just come up and
they'll just forget about you. So it's better when that's why most of them don't want to afford to stay off this music scene for too long. But you could see American actors, American musicians, they do it oftenly. Like now, we read it on the show last week, Friday, that Drake is going for a year off.
Yeah, that's because their industry is structured.
You know, Ed Sheeran did it for a year. Adele did it for 3 years. Beyonce did it for, they come back and you understand. You know, Wale now is coming back after going for like 5 years straight.
Wow.
So imagine,
anyways,
we can't do it. We don't have that luxury.
Well, okay. According to her, she has to postpone all performances, including her first ever headline arena show in London. She says she's heartbroken and devastated, but she has to do this in order for her to save what's left of her voice. All right,
which is
and she said very important. All right,
her name, she has to salvage that name, that voice. She needs to salvage the remaining voice.
All right, so she says to her fans, "I'm so sorry. I love you all, and promise to be back performing once I'm fully healed, and we wish you a speedy recovery."
Yeah.
Savage.
Speedy recovery.
Okay, you're still watching the Fridays entertainment edition of The Buzz. We're supposed to have a virtual guest this afternoon. I don't know if she's here yet. Chidinma Odu Obi, who is joining us virtually. Good afternoon, Chidinma. Can you hear me?
Afternoon. Good afternoon.
Hi, Chidinma. The audio is not clear. I can't hear you.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Oh, wow. Okay, I think we'll have to check the audio. What are you doing? Okay, we'll check the audio and then bring you back. We'll bring you back, Chidinma, all right? I can't hear you, but I can see you. I'll be back to you in a minute. Anyways, more entertainment gist coming from this side. Governor Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State kicks off construction of $100 million Lagos Film City project. Now, the governor of Lagos State on Wednesday this week actually laid the first foundation block for the development of the $100 million Lagos Film City, an ecosystem of creative cinematography, tourism, leisure, entertainment, and learning. The project is sited on 100 hectares of land in Ejiri town in Ekpe Division. And according to the governor, is a legacy infrastructure initiated by his administration to harness local talent and creativity in order to create new economic opportunities for talented youngsters in culture and the entertainment industries. Now, there are some indigenous entertainment studios and companies who are going to be partners with this project, okay? And the governor says that a thriving film industry in Lagos would actually be a global appeal, and it will contribute to the economic growth and the cultural development of the state. All right, when this project is finally delivered, there will be no need for filmmakers to take their creative content out of the country for final production of their work. Wow, this needs to clap for this. Because I think it's a lot of
it is.
You don't know
I don't want to be too hasty.
Because
you know, I don't want you to be too hasty, because if you remember just 2013 thereabout or 2012 thereabout, when the ex-president then Goodluck Jonathan did something similar to that, and at that time we were expecting, you know, for us to have a film village whereby all these productions will be going on. But it never saw the light of the day until now as we speak. You know, so saying this thing, until we readily see it, if we don't see it, there's nothing we could do to it. Because imagine those, the happiness they had then. I think then the likes of Francis Duru then was part of those. You know, and
we saw a whole lot of,
a lot of charade, and you know, everywhere, you know, we were expecting it. Our own Hollywood or Boulevard like Beverly Hills, you know, it never came up.
Can I say something?
Yeah, please.
You know, in this country, things are easy. It is easier for our leaders to say something. It is easier to say it than to implement it.
Of course.
Where is National Theatre today?
It's still
there. It was initially renovated. It was initially renovated.
It's there. How many shows happens there?
You know, that's a very sad thing.
See, I have performed at National Theatre before. I have been there, not once, not twice.
Most times people go to
everything, the management
do stuff like that.
Now you are bringing in this. when are we expecting it to be completed? Because we have continuity issues with our government, our leaders in this country. You starting a project now. Will you complete it before you leave?
And when you don't complete it, I get what
you're saying.
The next time we leave that one and start
So it is not just starting or saying that you are laying the foundation for what are you doing?
Our government is even talking about building a film village. The tourism in Lagos, what has it done to it? Do you know in Lagos there's no beach you go to that is free?
No.
You pay.
You pay. And I've been to other beaches in the whole different parts of the world. It's free. You don't pay to enter it. It's just when you want to use the service of things that you pay for. You should focus on that. No. All beaches have been sold. They pay you. You don't just go there with your family just to chill. No.
It is not if we just build.
Let me focus on that one.
And all that. Yes, it is developed the area. Yes, so we are all going in the same direction right now.
There's a lack of trust.
Yes.
In our leadership, which is why even when they come up with brilliant, project ideas.
It's not visible.
This one.
It is not visible.
Lagos should actually have a film village.
No, we don't want Baba film village.
They should have a very big one.
Yes, now.
I don't know the percentage of movies that comes out of Lagos, but I can say to a very large extent, most of the movies that are coming out are from Lagos, and no movie village. When you are done with your production,
you dismantle everything.
You are just looking for where to get.
You just dismantle it.
The closest to what you're describing that we have is Alaba, and even the Alaba, that should have been like the hub and all of that, due to illegalities, different shapes, colors, and sizes. I'm talking about piracy.
Yes.
Will not even make you be able to proudly and boldly talk about Alaba in that context. All right, because the volume of business that goes on in Alaba, when you talk about Alaba and our entertainment industry, you can't imagine it unless you are in the industry and you know what's going on. All right, but then it's all illegal business.
Yes,
they're pirating people's creative content,
and there is no punishment.
Yes,
there's
punishment, but do they? How many people do you catch?
There is punishment.
There's punishment. It's a crime in Lagos, in Nigeria itself, in the whole world.
The world over.
Piracy is a big one. Bootlegs, it's like that. Till we see.
I am applauding you, even if my enthusiasts are not.
Until I see it.
I'm enthusiastic, but I'm applauding you. And we're saying, please, let us see this project actually let's see come to life, because it's long overdue. Administration after administration,
keep promising,
and nothing. But we feel you've done a lot of good things in Lagos, so we feel like you will do something. You do this one and do it right. Yes, we pray so, because I don't know why it's taking Nigeria so much time to tap into.
Entertainment is a big. In America, entertainment generates half of their budget yearly. There's some big budget movie whereby some countries in this world don't have the budget. There's some big budget movies like $3 billion, not $3 billion, $2 billion, so not even naira.
It's a lot. Okay, I hear our virtual guest is ready now. Let's see if Chidinma can come online. All right, she's a pharmacist and she's been in that industry for over 15 years. Even though she looks young, she doesn't look it. And I'm so excited about what she's doing, even from outside the shores of Nigeria, to make sure that her communities in Nigeria, her place, is actually benefiting so much from everything she has to offer. Hi, Chidinma. Good afternoon to you.
Hi. Thanks for having me. Thank you for having me.
Chidinma Odu Obi, if you can hear me, good afternoon.
Afternoon. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Can you hear me, Chidinma?
Okay, yes, I can. Yes.
To the buzz. All right. So I was saying earlier that what you're doing is great, and all of this, actually came from watching a movie. That's where the idea came from. All right, so I want you to quickly run us through how watching a movie can actually affect you to that point where giving back to society now becomes like a passion for you? Quickly.
Okay, so basically, I've always been a passionate person in terms of giving, helping people, and this has always been my goal. And as a community pharmacist, I on a regular basis, so I try to use the health medium to reach out to people, especially the less privileged who hasn't got the resources um, to um, um, actually get health facilities. So that's the main point of this charity, to help the less privileged. Yes.
That's
Hello.
fantastic. All right, the thing is, what makes it more amazing is the fact that, I know that a lot of Nigerians in Nigeria are also reaching out to communities. I mean, this is the season of palliatives,
Mhm.
if I may use that word. Anyways, but then what makes this all the more amazing for me is the fact that, you live outside of Nigeria and you decided
Yeah.
to still, look inwards and see how you can affect the health, the lives, of the less privileged in
Well,
Nigeria. All
yes,
right, so
yes.
distance is no longer a barrier, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. So
Yes.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you now.
So, 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 as like I said, I've been passionate about this for a very long time. Being a pharmacist for 15 years has actually given me that zeal to actually reach out to people that hasn't got a good health facility. So, me being a proud Nigerian, so therefore coming into my country and doing this sort of charity would help me give back to the community that I come from.
Then again, I hear there is a free food bank, like food stuff.
Yes,
Okay, for people. Wow.
yes,
Like, this is what Nigerians really need at this point in time. All right, so what gave
yeah.
rise to that idea too? Is it because there are reports of food insecurity in Nigeria and the economic crunch we are currently experiencing? What is your reason?
I think it all, the farm health charity all comes in the big package. It's not just about giving out food. It's also about health. So it's about giving. So that's what this charity is about. To help people, to create awareness, to also help them be aware of different health conditions. At the same time, get freebies, which is food, and also I would say yes, the economic situation of Nigeria is not helping. So with this kind of screening going on, and me getting these freebies to people, that would actually help, and that would actually give them the zeal to come forward and get their health screened.
All right, very interesting. Now let's talk a little bit about the health screening, because I know this is actually also very good for a lot of Nigerians, especially women. Let's talk about the screening vis-a-vis cervical cancer and all of that very quickly.
Yeah. So basically, my charity is based on doing two major screening, which is the blood pressure and the diabetes. So, but recently I've done a movie about cervical cancer, which a lot of women are quite not aware of the symptoms. So the symptoms can vary. It could be bleeding. It could be like after an intercourse, you start bleeding. That could also be a sign of cervical cancer. So this film kind of educates people on what signs to look out for. So yes, that's the whole point of. So the Farm Health Charity will reach out to people with using different mediums, such as through entertainment, through medical outreach, going into remote areas, giving out leaflets, educating people, and also, if possible, doing a follow-up treatment.
You know, Chidima, what you're doing is actually quite commendable because not a lot of people actually go that route because it takes a lot of planning, and I'm talking logistics
Yes, it
now,
does.
not necessarily just money, all right? Just a whole lot of effort and all of that for you to actually be able to do that, and you're doing that for individuals in Nigerians from outside of Nigeria. So kudos on what you're doing, all right? Thank you so much because we need all of this right now in the country, especially for the health awareness and the health checks, because we all know that we as Nigerians, it's not as if like we don't know that we need to check our health, but until we're almost dying, we don't go to the hospitals. It's more like a cultural, like we understand for us in Nigeria. So you taking the help to people, you know, to their doorsteps, and it's absolutely free. Thank you for doing that. And I know a lot of senior citizens, you know, the agents will benefit from all of this. Plus, after you've gotten checked, you now get like a hamper of food
something
stuff.
to go with.
Like that, like, it blew my mind when I heard about it. All right, so thank you so much for that. Is there a message you want to give to Nigerians very quickly before we let you go?
Okay, on the 28th of October, we're doing a medical outreach in Festac Town, Lagos. So if you do live around there, please do not hesitate to come down. There will be freebies as well. So if you could, we are liaising with other health professionals who will be conducting like screening for diabetes and blood pressure. So if you live around there, please make your way down there on the 28th of October. And please don't forget to follow our Farm Health Charity page for more updates.
Thank you so much. Chidima, thank you so much. All right, that's been Chidima Odu Obi. She's a pharmacist of over 15 years in practice. And really, once again, I say thank you to you. Women, if you're watching us, please tap into this opportunity because statistics shows that when you talk about people who are being neglected health-wise, all right, especially in Africa, women are topping that chart because of poverty and because of economic disempowerment for women and all of that, all right? So if you're a woman, tap into it. She was supposed to be on yesterday, which was a lifestyle show, but I just didn't want to miss, you know, just saying thank you to her. So come on today. So that's it. And this is the season of palliatives. I mean, who wouldn't want free food stuff at this point in time?
And free cash.
Okay. I don't know about the cash.
It's the younger moment now. Season of giving is coming up soon.
Season of giving.
Okay. All right. Now let's get back to a bit of entertainment news. And you know, no week on this show is complete if I don't talk about my Davido.
Okay.
So, first of all, Davido has submitted his works for the 2024 edition of Grammys for consideration, okay?
Yes.
So he officially submitted his musical masterpieces for consideration at next year's Grammy Awards. And according to what's posted online, Timeless, which we know is Davido's most recent body of works, is taking center stage in this Grammy campaign. And Timeless, as the record, the album, is up for the coveted category of Album of the Year and Best Global Music Album Awards. Also, Feel, which is also one of my favorite singles on that album, is up for nomination in the Best Global Music Performance category. Also, Unavailable is also been nominated for Song of the Year, African Music Performance, and also Record of the Year. Wow. What makes me feel like this guy already has won this award?
We're coming down, please.
Okay,
but first of all, Davido has put in so much effort into this Timeless album. He has. Even till now, he's still pushing it. Yes. He can do anything for him to sell his work. So I'm not surprised that he's putting it out there for Grammys. So I wish him all the best, actually, and I really pray he gets it. You understand?
So which one do you think will get it? Unavailable, Feel, which one? Or the Timeless album itself?
I don't know.
I think all. What
I don't know.
Miyagi is not on the show.
I don't know.
Miyagi have said something different. But obviously, yeah, he put a lot into the album. Because before the album came out, he said he already had an album on ground. He had to scrap it out, re-recorded every of the tracks from beginning, worked with new producers, some upcoming new artists. But something that is so shocking to me in what you just read is, he's coming out as a new act.
Yeah.
Is Davido a new act?
He's not a new act.
Yeah.
Even to the American market, he's not a new
But
act.
then what is wrong with reintroducing yourself? Every once in a while.
Well, coming as a new act is still something that is shocking to me, like a new act.
Yeah, maybe.
It's not a new act.
No.
Maybe that's how he sees himself.
Even himself is an old cat. He calls himself an old cat. He calls some people like Burna Boy the new cat.
The way he came with this album actually, he came like as if he's a new artist.
There's nothing new he did in this album.
Yeah, it's like a rebirth.
It's not really.
When you look at it closely, from the release, from the beat, and there's something he actually
The only
changed.
thing that is different.
Anticipation.
It's not even about the build up about this album, because during NSAS issue, during 2020, he also came out with an album. Then what's it called? The anticipation was there too. We anticipated for that. But the only thing about this album that is different is he said himself, like, this is the first time he's tapping into a new side of market, which is TikTok. He never had any TikTok dance for any of his albums.
Okay.
He had to. So if it's about that, but he is not a new cat.
Oh,
He's
not a new artist.
He's not a new artist.
But do you think it stands a chance to win the Grammys, really?
Obviously, I checked the categories of. I don't really think so. I checked the category. I checked some of the categories of the people he's going head to. I don't really think so, because they have a serious. All these Grammys, they can be funny.
Okay.
These people, what we are looking into, they are not.
They may not. Yes, they may not.
Grammys can be funny, so funnily.
Obviously. But if you're talking about world recognition, definitely you could get it.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think he's gotten it. Fingers crossed.
And because Burna Boy is also there too.
Patience, can I ask a question? Davido's number one fan.
Unapologetic.
Oh my God. We know where we're coming from.
I'm a Tatis BG too, but definitely let's
when I'm loving up on you, I don't hide it.
Of course. So.
Total love.
It's my man.
It's your G.
It's my G. Yesterday. So
Davido.
Today, and I wish you the very best. Good luck.
Honestly,
I think about time for you to actually win a Grammy.
Of course.
Okay, yeah, we're
long due.
Long over. Thank you for
Yes, it's really long.
From your mouth to the ears of God.
Yeah, we have done well.
We have it already. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Ashwani will be out next week to celebrate next year's Grammy. Don't worry.
We are going to buy.
Anyways, the first round of voting for the 2024 Grammys will conclude today. Today Friday actually.
Yeah.
Alright, so he did send his works out timely, and we're actually following that up with prayers. I'm serious about that. We hope he comes up with a Grammy. And that's not all that's happening with Davido.
Yeah.
Of course, we know Monday this week he welcomed the set of twins. It's been confirmed now.
Yes.
Last week when we talked about it, we were skeptical. Alright,
just come out.
but the Baba Beji and the Mama Beji themselves have confirmed it now. Alright, so we thank God for that.
Yeah, I'm so happy for them. Double blessing.
Double for their pain.
Exactly.
We all know last year he lost his 3-year-old son, and it was a very, very tough time for the couple. Alright, so finally they have a boy and a girl, and we saw videos of his wife Chioma actually leaving the hospital. Anyways, that video leaked and it caused katakata online.
That's why I said
I don't want to go into
a lot of people shouldn't talk about it last week, because obviously we have a little bit of hints, but you saw the way he went after those that leaked the story. He didn't want it. He don't want that.
We have the video.
Let her breathe.
Okay, so and all of that. So as if that's not enough,
Okay.
Chioma is back home in Nigeria now. They have the baby's in Atlanta. All right. Now to actually welcome her back home, Davido spent a whooping 100 million naira.
Yeah, 100.
$10,000. All right, that's about 100 million. It's
100 million. Over.
Okay.
All right. To buy designer bags for the wife.
$10,000 is like
welcome back home.
it's over $1 million now.
Yes.
Over 10
and I'm
million.
sure a lot of people will be thinking 100 million bags, like it will fill the studio. Now, it might not even reach 10.
Yes.
Because they're designer bags.
Yes.
Okay, so.
The Birkin bag. And
Well, the only thing I can
Yeah.
say, it's a good thing that he appreciated. They actually target push gifts.
that's
No,
what
the push gift
for is
was
different. The house.
Yes.
Dollars.
$900,000.
That one is
But hold on, patience. Is
It's
there anything too much for you to give
No.
to your wife,
It's not.
to your
Not.
woman?
No.
Come on, she deserves it. And so whomever.
There's nothing too big to
There's
give to
nothing.
Chioma.
Nothing.
In my own
That-
opinion.
Of course,
I'm with
she has
you.
gone
I'm
through
with
a
you on
lot.
this.
Forget
Like,
going through it.
no,
We're all going
No,
through it.
we're all going through it.
See, to be honest, she has really gone through a lot.
What we are saying.
Because if you come from the angle I am coming from, she has gone through a lot.
Or maybe,
Yeah.
which angle are you coming from?
Okay, fine.
And the one
Being Davido being the person he is, and Chioma being the person she is, and coming from Davido himself, you know, that kind of a man, the buzz around him, surrounded by the women, everything. So she deserves that.
Okay.
Because a lot of women would have said, "Oh, I can't take this anymore. I really can't. No, I need to just bow out and go." But she's still there. No, the thing is, she know. But what I'm saying is, she has really gone through a lot of dragging. It's the dragging.
Or maybe it's
My own angle.
Uh.
There's nothing too much for your wife.
Of course.
That is number one.
Of course.
For her to be your wife alone, there's nothing too much. For her to go through pregnancy, there is nothing too much. You know, people don't.
And then to have twins.
Twins. People don't know what it is to go through pregnancy. You see some men, they will tell you, now the first one be this one. They just feel it is pregnant. I tell men, pregnancy, delivery is a 50-50 thing.
Yes, so
A man can die.
I've gone through a lot
It's
of
life and death. So for her to go through the process of going the pregnancy for 9 months, that's the minimum. Then coming out alive with two. Oh my God, nothing is too much. If you can buy more,
Of course.
go and buy more.
He spends more on himself.
And you understand?
So it's not go up to any of his rich watch or his chain on his
My
neck.
own angle is, I'm not selfish in my love for Davido. And anybody who is linked to Davido, we benefit
You
from
will
that.
collect.
That is it.
Everybody
Yes,
will
so
chop their own.
Nothing is too big for Chioma.
No.
Whether she
Spend
wants
more
twins,
now.
so whether she don't want twins, so as long as it's Davido,
He hasn't even. He hasn't. He even buy high. Maybe a Rolls Royce. Oh, two.
Petty BG gang.
There's nothing too small or nothing too big.
Yes, we all agree on
We
this.
agree on this.
She deserves more.
Big congratulations. All right, so the push gift is the $900,000 mansion in Atlanta. Okay, and the welcome back home, back to Nigeria gift is the over 100 million Naira designer bags. I don't know, like I want to rate her closet. Like how many bags are you gonna carry, baby girl? You already have so many. But then, you know, women, it's never too much.
Yeah,
You know how we are. Okay.
That one is the one she will use with the Ashwebi for the naming.
Okay.
You know the naming is coming very soon. So.
Online
Okay.
videos.
All
Alright, let's go feel good with this video of Chioma leaving the hospital with the twins. We'll be back.
Daddy, Grandpa is the photographer. Hello Atlanta, hello world. We're having our first car ride in Grandpa's. Our first ride is a Bentley. Hello, hello. Oh yeah, come on in.
Let's just sit in the front. Of course, we're going to boss. Ever. Who was it fishing? Ever. Baba. Big more for you. Big more for you. No, you got that one.
I love me some Davido. I mean, there's no reason why
that didn't come out
why
right.
not to.
You love you some Davido?
Yeah.
Listen to his music then.
He
That's
had a very good spirit, and he's doing well.
It's not easy to give. It's not easy to give and to be nice. It's not easy at all.
All right. Before they will come and carry me away from here because I'm talking too much. Lastly on the program this afternoon, court restrains OAP Dotun from defaming D'banj, of course. If you have been following social media, you know all the brouhaha that's been going on there between Do to the Tune, Dotun, and Davido. D'banj, I beg your pardon. And that's because D'banj is the brother to Dotun's ex-wife. You know, in all of this custody battle that's been going on, somehow D'banj is getting dragged by this guy and all of that. Well, D'banj approached the court for an injunction to stop Dotun from sharing allegedly malicious and defamatory statements about him on social media through one of his lawyers, all right? And the court in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, actually granted that, and they are restraining Dotun from making slanderous comments against D'banj on social media. The court also directed the Force Intelligence Bureau's Deputy Inspector of Police to look into the criminal complaints as filed by D'banj against Dotun and provide a report to the court in 2 weeks, okay? So that's the situation, because Dotun was actually threatening to post D'banj's phone numbers and his family's phone online, you know, so that people can start trolling him. And, I mean, like, for me, I think that was
What Kanye West did.
Yeah.
It's just a desperate. If you're in a desperate situation, you do desperate things. We definitely know Dotun is just desperate. He just wants to see his daughters, and he keeps saying, "Let me know the location where I can see my daughters." Nothing. Fine. He has been restrained from doing all, desperate
acts. You can't defame someone.
Of course, just you want access to your kids.
No.
But it's better they put him into order. It's better like that, So
Lagos State, this thing can easily be resolved at the Lagos State Ministry of Justice, where mediation center. So that is where. I don't know if there is no threat from the father. Then why you restrain him from seeing his children?
Anyways,
don't solve that case. Don't want to do it. Last, they'll be all right. Everybody will be all right.
That's number 5.
Most definitely.
All right, and also today marks the 3rd anniversary of the NSAS protest that took place in Lagos, Nigeria. In fact, across the country, 20th of October 2020 is a date imprinted in the minds of a lot of Nigerian youth. But we're thankful that now we are maintaining peace. We don't need more people to be hurt, from all of this. But we commemorate and we celebrate those who upheld, pressure to see that things are a bit sane as we have it today. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. We'll see you next time.
Bye.